Okay, this is a timeless reading for the sign of Virgo. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, I do understand that not everybody gets into tarot. That's perfectly fine with me. You're more than welcome to X out and find something else a little more entertaining for people like you. This is just pure entertainment, but for people like me who get into tarot and love communicating, this is a big message, Virgo. Love communicating back and forth to the spirits. Virgo, this is what will happen within the next 24 to 48 hours. Looks like you got a lot that's going to be going on here. Okay, let's start with this. Oh my God, you have got some sort of DNA. You got a massive spiritual, chokehold protection on you here, okay? Virgo. All right. You may do a lot of meditating. You may be connecting to your high priest, your spirit team through meditation. Okay, the high priest is giving you downloads. Okay, you are very, very protected. You got the Eye of Horus, and the Eye of Horus is handing you a key of life. Okay, you can't see it, but it's the Eye of Life. Horus is handing it to you. I can see it. It's the eye of life that he's handing you. Okay? And what is this? Nubius? Nubius is holding your hand right there. Okay? That's like the god of the underworld holding your hand. And the eye of Horus handing you the eye of life. But you are extremely protected. You see these snakes, how they are protecting you? Okay? There's something going on here in the meditative state when you meditate. Okay, this is for the sign of Virgo and everybody who has Virgo in your chart. You could be an Aquarius with Virgo in your chart, okay? But I think you're about to this is freaking crazy, yo. I've never seen this before. This dude here has got a pole that's grounded to the ground. You can't see it, but around these snakes, it's going up through his chest. It stops there and then comes out the other side, out his back. Okay? And you got Nubius, the Lord of the Underworld. And then you've got Horus here handing you the eye of life. What is this? A second chance? A second chance in life? You have lots of blessings coming in, I see here. Anyways, we got the spirit of the ethers coming to stand by your side. Wow, Virgo. Okay, whoa, all right. Well, shit, we got a tower moment coming, man. All right, Virgo. We got a tower moment coming. We got one person trying to push over the tower and two people trying to hold it up. Somebody's trying to stop the tower moment. Okay, we got the Queen of Wands. Okay, we could be dealing with the Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Some sort of, okay. Anyways, what else do we got? Okay, we got the Seven of Swords. Somebody's very motherfucking powerful here, okay? I just showed you what I showed you here in this card. Okay, Virgo? This is you, Virgo. This is for Virgo, the sign of Virgo, and everybody with Virgo in their chart. Okay? I want to tell you something. Virgo is no fucking joke right now, all right? Virgo is extremely powerful. Virgo is in their element right now, okay? Virgo has Horus, the eye of Horus, right here. Okay? And many more powers and strengths, okay? Here's the sign of Virgo. Here's the falcon, the eye of Horus, okay? You see, they're tight as hell, okay? They're good buds, all right? You see, he's also appears to be very protective of her. But do you see how this Virgo here has gained so much strength and power that they are suspending these 7 swords in the air without even touching them? Do you see that? It tells me right there, this Virgo, whoever this resonates for, or whoever has Virgo in their chart, well, however, whatever, ain't nothing to be playing with. Hell no, this motherfucker's strong as hell. Okay, they got Leo in their chart as well. They got the power to tame the beast. Okay, there's nobody to play around with here, all right? All right, what else do we got to say about the sign of Virgo here? All right. What else do we got to say for the sign of Virgo? Is there any more messages you want to say to the sign of Virgo? We got the 3 of Wands, yo. Somebody's coming, okay? You got somebody coming. They may even have already came up on the shore, okay? It looks like you guys are going to be exchanging energy, exchanging gift, exchanging love, exchanging everything, 50-50. Okay, Virgo? Wow. All right, what else do we got for the sign of Virgo? Okay, we got the 6 of Wands. What the fuck I tell you? Okay? Virgo here ain't no joke. Okay, Virgo's got the power to suspend swords. Virgo's got the power to lift burdens off of people. Okay? By using the 3rd eye chakra. Okay? I believe Virgo's power somehow has removed some burdens off of some people who was trying to get somewhere, who may have had their boats full of burden from the past. They may have been trying to take it into the future. But, you know, if these swords, look how big they are in this boat here, water just flows through the cracks, is going to sink this boat. They're not going to get anywhere quick. Okay? So whatever this Virgo, whoever this resonates for, is so freaking powerful. They had the strength and the ability and the determination and the drive to use their power to lift up these burdens up out of this boat for these people so that they can move quicker. Okay? What is this? I'm not sure if that goes with it. Sweet. We got the Queen of Cups here, okay? You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And if you are, go check out those videos. But we got somebody we got a child sitting on the Queen of Cups lap pointing at something. So let's find out what this child is pointing at, okay? What is this child trying to tell the sign of Virgo or somebody watching? There's Scorpion energy. Go check out the Scorpion reading as well, because something came to a death. Something ended. Okay, so this is the Scorpion energy right there. The Queen of Cups child is pointing at the Scorpion energy. Okay, right there. All right. Oh, shit. We got the Hangman, okay? With this energy here, somebody is getting a different perspective of you. My dog, okay? Somebody's getting a different perspective of you. You're going to have the spirit of the mighty waters coming and standing by your side, okay? Because something's coming to an end here. Somebody's getting a different perspective of things. Somebody is holding you up at a high regard. Okay, somebody's holding you at a very high regard here. They probably see the same thing in you that I just said. Okay, so somebody's definitely getting a different perspective. What do we got? We got the spirit of the mighty waters. Get away from there. Hold on. My dog, there he goes. My male dog is messing with my female dog, and she'll get agitated, and she doesn't bite him, but she makes a lot of noise, and I don't want it on my video. He likes to play with her, though. All right, so what does the spirit of the mighty waters have to say to the sign of Virgo? Holy shit, the spirit of mighty waters. Okay, the Nubius, okay? The Scorpion energy here, okay? So Nubius is getting a different perspective of you here. He was in this here. He was in this here. He was holding your hand. You see that? He's holding your hand here. Okay, the Scorpion energy, okay, whoever this is who is carrying the Scorpion energy here, this could be a Virgo with Scorpio in their chart. Nubius is getting a different perspective of you, and he is holding you up at a high regard. Okay? This is the spirit of the mighty waters. Okay? Okay? The spirit of the mighty waters. All right, let's see what the spirit of the mighty waters have to say to the sign of Virgo here. Okay? What does the spirit of the mighty waters? We got the Scorpion energy here. Okay, we have Nubius here. All right. Oh, we got the devil. Okay, you could be dealing with the Capricorn. Okay. Or you could have Capricorn in your chart. Okay, but it appears as if somebody is feeling trapped. Somebody is feeling stuck. Okay. So now you're going to have that Scorpion energy come in, okay? The spirit, Nubius come in right here, and Nubius is going to help you release what is making you feel stuck and trapped. You could have Capricorn in your chart, and if you do, or your person does, go look at that Capricorn reading that I had done, okay? This is going to bring in balance, okay? Whether this is you or somebody else, you may have Sagittarius in your chart, okay? When Nubius comes, okay, the spirit of the mighty waters comes, the Scorpion king, okay? When you or somebody adapts that Scorpion energy, okay, which you could be dealing with a Capricorn here who may be adapting that Scorpion energy and releasing things that is making them feel trapped, which is good, okay, because we can't have growth like this. All right, so they're really, and it's going to bring in balance. So they may have Sagittarius in their chart. So while this is going on, okay, they could be adapting the Scorpion energy while this release is going on. So if you see the Scorpion energy, like the Tower and the Death card pop up, that could be referring to your person. Okay, if you're a cross watcher trying to find something out about Virgo, that could be, if they have Capricorn or Scorpion in their chart, that could be them showing up in that reading there, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. After they have released what they need to release, they then will embody the Sagittarian energy if they have Sagittarius in their chart, because then they will feel balance. So after that, they'll start showing up as this card here, the Temperance card. Okay? All right, let's move on. We got big stuff going here. Yep, again. All right, we got the Devil here. Okay? I had thought, because here's the Devil, Capricorn. Okay, so now we're moving on to this Capricorn energy, okay? We got the Devil here. We got a big hippo here. Okay, you got Sun God Ra on one side of you holding your hand, and Nubius on the other side holding your hand. These are big giant gods, okay? And you are as giant as this god, as these gods, okay? They're the same size, like the same, like, you know what I mean? And then you got these little beings, human beings. These are how small the rest of the world is. But this is how giant, this transformation, releasing and letting go and getting balance, this is how giant this is making you feel, okay? We do got a hippo back here, you know, getting some sort of downloads, okay? Spiritual downloads. We got the Devil. We got the Lord of the Gates. The Lord of the Gates of the Master. The Child of the forces of time. These are real tiny words. Okay, the Lord of the gates of the master, the child of the forces of the time. You are the child, okay? And you are at the gates of the master. Okay? All right. Oh, all right. What do we, okay. You're going to rebirth, okay? There you are. There's the Empress. Now that you've released things, you've gotten more balance. Now you can join into the Empress mode. Okay, so after they release, after they get balanced, then they're going to start popping up as the Empress in readings, okay? Because this is them taking ideas in their mind, okay, and manifesting them into reality, okay? They can bring birth to ideas, all right? Okay, that's beautiful. I love that. That's a massive transformation, but it looks like it's one that's been needed. Okay, after they turn into this Empress energy, all right, they're letting go of the wheel, okay? They're giving their spirit team the wheel. They're like, here, you drive, okay? I was driving earlier and I got fucking lost, all right? I don't know where I'm at. Okay, so you guys grab a hold of the wheel and you guys take over and you guys drive, okay? So when they do this and they start embodying that Empress energy, they're turning, that's giving them access to the 4 channels: earth, water, fire, and air, okay? The 4 channels, you got the axles of the universe here. Okay. The axle of the universe. All right. Well, okay. I didn't get to ask the question, but here we go. Oh, dang. And then all of a sudden, here's the Princess of Swords, okay? The Princess of Swords. Here again is the Falcon with you. You strongly got the Eye of Horus with you. And also Sun God Ra with you, too, because Sun God Ra is in the back. Okay, Virgo, there's Sun God Ra. There's the Eye of Horus. I mean, as above, so below. You're very protected. Something is seriously manifesting here, okay? Here's the Princess of Swords. Okay, I think either you're doing some research or somebody's doing some research on you. Okay? They're probably seeing a massive transformation and they're liking it. And they're like, how in the fuck did Virgo do this? I gotta find out. That's just me getting crazy. My spirits are like, you need to calm down there. Okay, Miss Cleo? All right, here we go. The 3 of Swords, okay? There's 3 of Swords usually in the old Rider deck, okay? The 3 of Swords usually can resemble a broken heart here, but these are 3 swords in a flower, okay? Here's somebody here who looks like they got, there's 3 swords, there's 3 people, and they look like they got a permanent bitch face look, okay? A permanent bitch face look. They may be watching you, okay? They stabbed these 3 swords in a flower, okay? Trying to see if there was a lotus flower in any of these. Well, I don't see one, but by the look on their face here, okay, I'm getting the feeling, and with these 3 swords into that flower right there with their permanent bitch face look, I feel like they're trying to kill your vibe, okay, basically. All right. All right, what do we got here for the sign of Virgo? Oh, damn. Yep. This is what they're trying to do. Okay? This is what they're trying to do to you, Virgo. You notice I use the word trying because I don't think they're going to be successful. You're too protected. Hell no, they ain't going to be successful. You see this shit right here? This is your spirit team going, you did what? You see that? Your spirit team is watching them. Guess what? Lock and loaded. You see that? Wow. We got the Queen of Cups, okay? This could have affected you emotionally, all right? Could have caused you some sort of emotional distress here. But your spirit team's watching, okay? Because you're highly protected, okay? You got something manifesting for you as above, so below. Yeah, you got the world in your hands, okay? You see, they were trying to do this to you. Remember, I used the word try. They were trying, okay? Here's somebody here with the sword. They were trying to do this to you, okay? These assholes right here, I think they were trying to end communication somehow with you and your higher team, okay? But your spirit team is like, we haven't heard from Virgo in like the past 2 minutes. I wonder what's going on with Virgo. I think that's how connected you are with the spirit realm, that the minute that there's a disconnect, your spirit team's looking in on it. Like something's not right here, okay? All right? Whatever they were trying to do to you may have caused you some sort of emotional distress, okay? Or they may have tried to. All right? I think they tried to. And even though they did, you still sat there with a smile on your face because you weren't going to let them know that they won. Okay, so instead, you're running around like this. Like, I got the world in my hands and everything is great. Because you're right, you do got the world in your hands. Everything is great. You need to keep your balance, remain balanced, okay? And adopt the Queen of Swords energy, all right? Cut these motherfuckers out of your life, all right? Cut them off. Find out who the hell they are. Use your Queen of Swords. Cut them off. They don't deserve to be in your life. Okay, what else do we got here? Let's see. We got the Wheel of Life, yo, what'd I tell you? Okay, by them doing that there, they weren't very successful. All they did is they got bad karma on themselves, but they opened up the Wheel of Fortune for you. Okay? Now you get to walk over and pick your blessings. Okay, you may have Leo in your chart. You want to go check that out. Okay, go check out that reading. We got twin flame here. It looks like man and woman. They look identical almost to each other. Except one looks like it may be a Ram or a Capricorn. Maybe you have Capricorn in your chart. I'm not sure. You could have Leo and Capricorn. Okay. But there's somebody here. There's a man and a woman that has put like a child basically up on a pedestal, okay? Now remember, the child was trying to point something out earlier, okay? All right, but we got the Lord of the forces of life. The Lord of the forces of life coming to stand by your side now here, okay? After all of this goes through, okay, this cycle completes. The Lord of the forces of life. Okay, what does the Lord of the forces of life want to say? Okay, that was quick. All right, Ace of Swords, all right? So everything's clear to you now, okay? You saw my video. I gave you other signs to look at for you to put the pieces together, okay? Because there's something going to happen here, okay? With the Queen of Wands, we got Aries, Leo, or Sag, okay? You could have Aries, Leo, Sag in your chart, or your person could have Aries, Leo, Sag, or there could be an Aries, Leo, Sag that you're dealing with. If it is, you know your birth chart, you know their birth chart, go check out those videos. There's more information in there that you need. This is a big message here, okay? I believe that's all that one wanted to say to you, okay? Now we got the Queen of Swords, what I tell you, Okay, I told you you're going to have to adapt. The Queen of Swords, cut people the fuck out of your life that don't need to be there. Anybody thinking about doing that Ten of Swords mode on you, they don't deserve to even be in your vicinity. Okay, so now we got the Queen of Swords mode here. Now the Queen of Swords, which is you, Virgo, you know, earlier you gave your spirit team the wheel to your universe because when you were driving earlier, you didn't understand what the hell was going on. But now you've gone through these phases. Now here you are, ready to take control of the wheel of your universe again. Okay? You may be dealing with a twin flame, okay? Somebody who is like you, who is marrying you, but may be the opposite of you, okay? Again, they could have Taurus in their chart, or you could have Taurus in your chart. Either way, you still got that protection of Sun God Ra, okay? You have the moon here. Okay, as above, so below. You could have Aquarius. Oh, I just got dizzy. You could have Aquarius in your chart, or you could be dealing with an Aquarius, okay? Because I see stars here. Let's see, I see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I see 10 stars. That tells me right there a completion, a cycle has been completed, okay? There was something here you had to handle and get a grip of. You let your spirit team take control of the wheel while you dealt with something here, or I'm hearing you pretty much moved out of the way and let your spirits deal with this here, because something may have been going on here that was just absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so you may have moved out of the way, let your spirit team take over the wheel here. Okay, and that's exactly what they did. Okay, so you will have the Queen of the Throne of the Air. The Queen of the Throne of the Air. I see star here. You may end up having an Aquarius, or you could be in Aquarius with Virgo in your chart after you've already done all this transformation here. I think maybe you're going to start showing up in your readings again as an Aquarius, possibly with Virgo in your chart. Or if you're a Virgo with Aquarius in your chart, you'll start showing up as an Aquarius in readings, okay? All right. Let's see. What does, I believe, it's a Queen of Swords here, okay? I believe it's an Aquarius, but what does the Queen of Swords, the Queen of the Throne of Air, okay? The Queen of the Throne of Air. Want to say, oh my gosh, soulmate, okay? This could be your soulmate, or you guys could be soulmate. And like I told you, all through this reading, you guys have been mirroring each other. You see you guys mirroring each other, okay? This could be your soulmate. Your soulmate could feel like they're trapped, okay? They got blindfolders on, their hands are tied. They're being tormented by these birds chirping in their freaking ears. Like there's nothing that they can do. They could feel stuck. But that's not true. That's a figment of their imagination. Somebody needs to come out of that. Whether you need to help your person come out of that or something. I don't feel like that's Virgo in that. I feel like that's somebody Virgo is dealing with that possibly could be a soulmate. Okay? Okay, what kind of soulmate message do we have for the sign of Virgo? Whoa. Okay, it says life is constantly changing, yet at its core, it remains the same. Love does not change. It only grows stronger. Change is simply love unfolding. It's a never-ending story. Okay? All right. With that being said, after this massive whirlwind of shit it looks like that you had to go through here, guess what now? Now this may have been already something that had already passed. If it hasn't passed, this is what's going to happen. But keep your head up, because after you go through this wind world of shit, now you're going to have the Lord of blended pleasures come stand by your side. And I want to tell you something. The Lord of blended pleasures grants every wish you want. Okay, you still are protected by Sun God Ra. You're still connected to your third eye chakra. Okay, you got people coming to give you gifts. It looks like you are directly connected to the star, your higher team. Okay, you are moving forward. Okay, I see the number 25 and I see the number 4, if that means anything to you. Okay, but you will have the Lord of blended pleasures coming and standing by your side and granting you every wish. All you have to do is incarnate the Lord of blended pleasure. So when you have a wish you want granted and you say your prayer, you say, Lord of blended pleasures, okay? I would like to invite you in to speak to you now, okay? I would like for you to come to me so I can speak to you now. I would like to incarnate you. I would like to ask you for a favor, okay? I have a wish that I would like to be granted, okay? You talk to the Lord of blended pleasures, okay? Because I think this is the 4 cups here, okay? I think you're about to see a 9 of cups somewhere along the line. Real soon show up in your reading here. It may not be my reading. It may be a reading that another tarot reader does. But I think that if you're going to start seeing the 9 of cups, and if you see the 9 of cups, that's the Lord of blended pleasure with you right there, granting your wish fulfillment. Okay? What does the Lord of blended pleasure have to say to the sign of Virgo here? Because it looks like Virgo went through some shit. We got the Hierophant, okay? You could have some sort of commitment, contract, or you could be writing a book, taking notes. You could be connected to your spirit team, okay? But whatever you're doing, remain focused, okay? This could be a message from your spirit team, the Hierophant, telling you to remain focused. Keep doing you. Keep working hard, okay? Maybe even write down what you want, your wishes, okay? Okay. What else do we got for the sign of Virgo? We got the Lord of blended pleasures coming, and I think the Lord of blended pleasures wants a contract with you. Okay? They want a commitment with you. All right? That if they grant your wishes, this is what you will give in return. What is this? The Moon. Okay? There may be a message that they're asking you to communicate. Okay? There even could be a song. They may even want you to sing a song, write a song, make a song. I don't know how this is resonating for you here, Virgo. Okay? But we got something going on in the unknown. Okay? I think they want a higher level commitment with you. Okay? They want to grant a wish. Maybe they would like for you to sing to them or something to do with music here. Okay? In the unknown. All right? Let's see what the Lord of Blended Pleasures is trying to say. Here is Virgo. It says a time to give rather than take. Okay? This is a time to give rather than take. All right? You may have a wish that you want granted, and the Lord of Blended Pleasure is saying, okay, I will grant you this wish, but not you have to, there may be something you need to invest your time in to build it up, okay? So this may be the time to give rather than take. But it says here, look at the bigger picture, full moon Sagittarius. So you will be dealing with these types of energies. You will be dealing with your own energy, okay? And once you give rather than take, and you look at the big picture, I feel like you're going to have a lucky streak right here, the Sagittarian energy. Yeah, okay, so then you're going to be embodying the Taurus energy. You want to go check out these readings, okay, that I'm naming off here, because prosperity lies ahead, Okay, so then you're going to be embodying the Taurus energy. Okay, so then you are going to start showing up in readings as the Hierophant. Okay, the Hierophant. You could even be a Taurus with Virgo in your chart, or you could be a Virgo with Taurus in your chart. What else do we got here? You could even have Leo in your chart. It says, don't let pride get in your way. Okay? Don't let pride get in your way. Listen to the message that is being communicated to you. Okay? What else do we got here for the sign of Virgo? Oh my God. You could be Aquarius with Virgo in your chart, or you could be Virgo with Aquarius in your chart, or you could be dealing with an Aquarius. But either way, it's saying, don't let pride get in your way, okay? Show the real you, Aquarius, okay? Show the world the real you. I think somebody's, there's been some stuff here going on here. You've been protected and guided, by your spirit team, by the lords and the queens and the kings and the gods and your ancestors and your loved ones. Nubius was with you, your loved ones from the other side. You know what I'm saying? Show the real world you. I don't know, something with voice. Maybe your voice is music to people's ears. Okay, maybe you should write a song. There's something here with voice and music, okay? And show the real world you. You could be a singer. You could be somebody who loves to sing, okay? If that is you, the Lord of Blended Pleasure may be asking you to write a song, sing a song. This experience right here, put it into words and write a song, okay? These are the energies here. Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Taurus, and Aquarius, okay? So watch those videos, listen to the messages in those videos, and follow along, because you got the Lord of Blended Pleasures standing next to your side, which means there is going to be a wish granted, but there is something they want you to give of yourself, okay? All right, that's what I got for you, Virgo.